Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by this bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm first green ballin', trying to get my bread long. You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decisions that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing trees, and I'm saying niggas should be around there, won't see you off your feet. My mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be damn, me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Fade to the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. And I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve, ain't got no business on my block, now bitch, you're getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my pockets, don't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by this bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Those flaky niggas better stand down. Came home, got me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches all from my face, I ain't know who they is. Everybody up from my mix like I'm a hero and shit. Fall back, I'll buy a brick. Right now, I'm on a mission. I'm giving you 2 for 20. Got grams going for 50. Putting that in my pockets, the nigga, you bullshitting. What the fuck, you ain't listen? I done told you I got to get it. Nobody depending on me, so it's all mine. I ain't stressing out by myself, that's how it going down. My mama fighting her little addiction, she gon' be alright. Before I ever tweaking and begging, I put something up on the pipe. This is no fraction of my life, still all in for a lick. Lurking for fatty, looking for niggas to tone mix. Start to learning if I'm hurting, different side come out. That flip shit, Dr. Jacob, Mr. Hyde come out. Gonna be, you know how I played it all. That nigga burning G.
Welcome back to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog TV and News. For the day, for the evening, for the morning, for the night, just giving it to my brothers and sisters the way I always do. Fair and uncut, raw and unbiased. You know I always get that twisted. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Big shout out to all my pet lovers across the world, man. From one side of the planet to the other side, taking care of these animals. You know, but today I got something else to talk about. You know, and we may get into a little bit of this dog talk as well. But I want to start this thing off. You know, we talking about something else that's a little more important right now. You know, and a lot of our brothers who deal with these dogs, they are going through these situations. You know, presently, right now. So something we can all talk about. First thing I want to do is I want to give you a little bit of news. We're going to go to Jacksonville, Florida, where we got a little 7-year-old boy, life was taken in January, and they just connected it to the Julio Folio situation from last year, and they arrested 4 guys for the shooting of the 7-year-old little boy just over the past day or so. And you know, they were speaking about the connection to the Julio Fulio situation as well over the last day or so. So what I want to do is play this video, and then let's talk about this situation right here. You know, because I got some more things I want to speak about as well. Big shout out to everybody down in the chat. Big shout out, big salute to everybody watching the video right now. You know, but let's get into this, man. 7-year-old little boy, gunned down, gun violence, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's get into it.
Feud between two local gangs linked to a 7-year-old's tragic death in Jacksonville. That's according to new information from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Breon Allen Jr. was shot and killed in the Commonwealth neighborhood on Jacksonville's west side back in January.
And now police say the crime is related to last year's murder of Charles Jones, a Jacksonville rapper known as Julio Fulio. Jones was ambushed during his birthday celebration in Tampa last June. This is the shocking surveillance video from that night when Jones fled as a group chased him with guns in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn. Police say Jones is driving the black sedan while that group runs him down and fires multiple shots at the car. Both Allen's and Jones' deaths gained lots of attention statewide, with a reward of up to $25,000 once offered in the 7-year-old's case. And these are the 4 men in custody in Allen's case, each facing second-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and attempted first-degree murder charges. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher digging through the documents to find how JSO made these arrests.
These are the 4 arrest warrants of the man connected to the death of Breon Allen Jr. and injuring his cousin Lafayette Mango Jr. These documents give great detail into how the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office connected these 4 men to this case to make an arrest.
In the warrants, investigators explain the 4 men are members or associates of the group 6 Block, and the shooting that took Allen's life was motivated to the purpose to benefit, promote, and or further the interests of the criminal gang. Allen's cousin Mango is a documented gang associate of the group ATK, according to police. Investigators say an ongoing feud between the 2 gangs led to the death of Charles Jones, also known as Julio Fulio, last year. Following Jones's death, Mango released a song called 6 Ways to Die, featuring another rapper who police say is also a gang member of ATK. In the song, Mango disses several 6 Block members who have died and references a photo that members of a 6 Block took at a gravesite.
This brings us to the day Allen lost his life. After the shooting took place, a witness called 911 and told them that they saw the suspects flee the scene in a black car.
From there, investigators began canvassing the area, recovering video from nearby businesses. Hours later, they found the suspect's car, which was a black Kia where a BMW met them after the shooting. Investigators searched the black Kia where they found a match to the spent rifle casings found at the scene. The following day, detectives requested cell phone data from the location of the murder and where the black Kia was found. Records reveal the data showed the 4 suspects were at both locations. Detectives also learned that the BMW involved belonged to one of the suspects' family members.
Cell phone data and video surveillance connected the 4 men accused of Allen's death at the scene of the shooting. JSO says more arrests could be expected in this case. For now reporting, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Now, before we get into that and the conversation, the deep convo into that, I want to send a big RIP and condolences to a brother that we lost from Seaway yesterday. You know, I want to send, like I said, RIP and condolences to the brother Big Timer family. The brother Jermaine, you know what I'm saying? Lost a good brother yesterday. And brothers who be following and sisters who be following my channel, you know, I always do this, you know what I'm saying? I always send my condolences out because at the end of the day, these are brothers, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, brothers that I know throughout, you know, my days, you know what I'm saying? You know, how can I put it? This stuff, you know, it gotta stop, man. When I say it gotta stop, I mean like, you know, we all did it before. You know, we all tote them guns. You know, we all wanna play bang bang, shoot them up, do all this stuff. We all want to feel like we the toughest Rise Clyde around, you know, at some point in our life. But at the end of the day, man, brothers gotta wake up and look at it. You know, everybody don't get at some point in their life. You know, when we can look back on it and be like, damn, I was lucky. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the Lord was really looking out for me. You know, because a lot of times we don't sit down and take a breath to think about all that stuff. We just going, get in the shootout, going, get in another shootout, going. You just steady going, you know, until the Lord stop you, you know. And I'm saying that, but not to talk about anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it gotta stop, man. You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to speak more about this. You know, I want to speak about the 7-year-old as well. But like I said, man, condolences to the family. Brother always treated me right. You know, his family, the folk that I know in his family treated me right. So I feel like it's only right, you know, to give my man Big Timer, you know, holding it down from Seaway, held it down from Seaway, you know, 10-second moment of silence. You know, and like I said, man, when it comes to the 7-year-old down in Jacksonville, you know, the OGs got to step up at some point, man. You know, we can all say we can't stop it. We not getting involved with them little young boys and this, and the young boys listen to the OGs, the ones they feel like are OGs. You know, you can say what you want to say, but they listen. You know, at the end of the day, man, what's the point of having all these gangs, y'all brothers claiming that y'all got so much authority, like I told y'all brothers before, not even putting the gangs on this situation. But brothers, like I said, in all gangs, man, if you're looking out for your folk, conduct some type of security, conduct some type of, what you just got to move different, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't have to be involving a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, for one, brothers don't know how to use these firearms. You got young brothers who can't even write their name fully, but they're right here toting a Glock and a switch. You know? And I done seen it happen before, man. I done seen it with guns. I'm talking about, like, say for instance, I remember one time I was in the room, you know, and I was just checking, I had a 45 old school Colt, you know what I'm saying, one of them heavy steel joints, you know what I'm saying, and I was just, you know, just cocking it, checking it, you know, and I cocked it. I was taking the bullet out the head, you know, and I cocked it and it just went off. Luckily, I was pointing it to the wall, so it shot a hole in the wall going up towards the ceiling, you know what I'm saying, but accidents and things happen, man. You know, and a lot of times this stuff, like with the 7-year-old boy, stuff is not accidents. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupidity. And then we look at these 4 brothers that they locked up. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all make our kind look bad. You know, you really don't see it when you in the streets. You look at it when you done with all that shit and you finish with it. You know, and like I said before, everybody don't get lucky enough to be finished with it. Sometimes the streets finish you. You know? So, I mean, man, brothers making folk look bad. And I'm just going to say what another brother can't say. And I'm just going to keep it real with my brothers. Looking at these 4 brothers that had something to do with that 7-year-old boy losing his life. Man, y'all some nappy head looking motherfuckers that look like they ain't got shit going on for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. You just make our folk look bad. And like I said, me getting up here saying, oh, we need to put the guns down, it ain't gonna help no more than we saying, oh, this needs to stop in the neighborhoods, or that needs to stop. None of the stuff gonna stop. Everything gonna keep going. It was going before I was here, and it's gonna keep going. You know, it's the way the system is. But at the end of the day, brothers gotta open their eyes at some point, man. You know what I'm saying? In my days, you know, brothers had to know how to go off these things. And it's to the point now where, you know, somebody, y'all rappers, Y'all rappers, y'all do everything to make this stuff cool. The clothes, make fighting cool. Y'all rappers, make going back off the hands cool. It's to that point, man. If you, hey, whatever set you rep, GD, BD, Bloods, Crips, however. But make it cool to go off them things. Put that steel down, man. Once you pull that trigger, you can't take that thing back. And I got brothers who I will do interviews with. You know what I'm saying? And see, I did interviews with plenty dog brothers. But I'm going to give you some interviews with some of my brothers that I may not ever see again. Because of moves that, situations that happen when brothers are young. You think, oh, I'm young, I can do this, and I have time to make up. Sometimes you get in situations you can't get out of them, man. And I'm going to let brothers speak, the real OG brothers, man. They going to tell you it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But I can talk all day. You know what I'm saying? I can talk all day. It ain't going to help. I know it. I know what it is. But you got to understand, man. This shit got to stop. And I'm talking about all 51 states. This shit these little young boys doing now, man, this shit ain't cool. We always had, through everybody's days, through the 80s, through the 90s, the 70s, everybody had gangsters, everybody had problems. It always been street conflicts. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a whole different ball game, man. It's a whole different story out here now. Y'all brothers, and I'm saying, I gotta say it, man. You're getting more and more feminine, and the more feminine you get, the more irrational thinking you get, because you're supposed to be thinking like a man, but you're thinking like a woman. See, women don't think like that, but a woman will do something if you anger them fast to you, But a lot of these brothers, and I gotta say it, I was partially raised by a woman, not all the way until I got in my teens. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by my father and mother until I got in my teens, and my mother was there. The time that it most mattered, it was just my mama. The time when I knew I could get away with stuff with my mama that I couldn't get away with my daddy, it was just my mama. So we're not gonna use that as no excuse. But what I am gonna say, I did all that. And when I was doing it, nobody could tell me, oh, put this down. Oh, I gotta do what I gotta do because I'm out here doing things, and I'm in situations. But listen, man, everybody don't get a chance to hear it from folk who did it already. We talk about stories with brothers that they're never gonna be out here again, or brothers who in the grave. Most of the time they in the grave. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, man. It's too many good brothers that all of us is watching this show right now that lost. Too many good sisters to this violence that brothers done lost that's watching this show. Sisters that lost that's watching this show right now. Dog, listen. You got to be able to go off these things, and you got to be able to take an ass whipping. If you can't, listen, your gangs you worried about the wrong shit. You jumping these brothers in this gang. I don't agree with none of that stuff. But you need to make sure these brothers get take an ass whipping. And taking no ass whipping ain't getting jumped in, because a brother know all I got to do is take these brothers jumping on me, and that's all is involved in. We talking about taking an ass whipping on an any day basis, man. Everything ain't meant to pull no gun out about. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I did it, but I learned. You know what I'm saying? I learned. And like I said, I tell brothers all the time, the Lord don't give you a second chance for you to screw up. He don't do it, man. Hey, and maybe that's my reason to be here, to speak to young brothers, to let them know, man, hey, put them things down, man. Brothers need to have a universal meeting from city to city with the brothers who running shit in the cities. You need to sit down and have meetings, man, and put that thing down and get to the bread. I told brothers already, if you really getting money, take it from me, man. Listen, take it from a brother from the 90s. Any brother that was in the street in the 90s and you survived in the street during the 90s and you still here, you a gangster. You know, it's different than these brothers out here now. Brothers was doing stuff back then for a reason. These brothers out here now, man, listen here, man. Half of them rocking fake jewelry, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, we had shit that we stood by back then. You know, dog, all I'm saying, I don't care how you're living, I don't care what you're doing. From city to city, state to state, brothers got to put these that still down, man. You know, and nobody want to go with the program. Nobody want to say, "Oh yeah, he right." We need to put that thing down until it's one of your family members gone, man. Until it's one of your little niece or your little cousin gone. Then you want to jump on and say, "Oh yeah, we need to put it down." You know. But see, it ain't been none of mine. I've been through the situations where it could have been me. And see, that's why I tell brothers, it's easy to tell when these flunkies and fools and all that stuff get up here on these channels and try to act like they did this and act like they did that and doing this and doing that. Dog, listen, if you did it, you'll be trying to keep these young brothers as far away from it as possible. Because you know it ain't nothing to go through. You wouldn't wish that on nobody. You know? Some brothers make it out in one piece. Like I said, some brothers. Big salute to them brothers. You make it out in one piece. Some brothers don't know when to step away. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, I'm going to say this to every single body. You must step away at some point. You know, you must step away. For anybody that think they're going to do that thing for the rest of their life, you must step away at some point. You're just going to wait till it's too late, though. That's the thing. You know? Hey, man. I mean, come on, man. We all look at the news across the country. You know? We see brothers, you know, just off of the last couple weeks, we seen the little Ronnie dude, you know, him lose his daughter, but the family losing a daughter as well over senseless gun violence. This little 7-year-old boy in Jacksonville over senseless gun violence. 4 nappy head nobodies. You know, I'm gonna agree with, see, this is why I say, I agree with folk that speak like Trump them sometimes, but certain things we need it all the way around the board. See, I agree with putting them 4 motherfuckers somewhere and throwing away the key and never seeing them again if they did what they say they did. If they did what they say they did. You see, we got some stuff to talk about in this video right here because we're going to get into that 500 again, my brothers. But if these brothers did this, throw away the key or either death penalty. It just depends on how it happened. You got to make examples. But when these police violate, you got to make examples. Don't sugarcoat it for them and try to hold it hard on these black brothers in the hood out here. You know, I'm just going to keep it all the way 100. You know, them brothers who killed that little girl need to fucking fry. The ones who had something to do with that little boy need to fucking fry. Make examples out of their ass. The same way I say Derek Chauvin need to fucking fry. And them police that did that to that brother down there in Memphis, them black police, they need to fry. That police that shot that girl in the house that was reaching for the little bit of water, they need to fry. And I ain't talking about no life in prison. I'm talking about death penalty. Make examples all the way around the board. You know, when I was coming up, see, every state and every city was different. South Carolina, when I was coming up, you didn't want to get caught with that heroin. You know, you rather sell you some crack, you rather sell this. You didn't want to get caught with that heroin. That was that drug that you didn't want to get caught with. You know why you didn't want to get caught with it? Because they made examples out of folk who did get caught with it. So you didn't want to get caught with that because you know it was point of no return once you got caught with that back then. I say now, you know, this don't matter if I was in the game or I'm not in the game. You get caught with that fentanyl, you need some serious shit need to happen. You got to make examples. You know, it's too many kids losing their lives across this country, man, because brothers pulling these guns out and don't know how to use them. They're pulling them out because the man fucked their old lady because you out here bullshitting. Yeah, he fucked her. He gonna fuck her again while you in jail. What you gonna do about it? Then you gonna get beat up in jail because you can't go off them things. Listen here, brothers. You know, that's why I tell brothers, man, you can only shoot that thing but so much. It's gonna be a point in time when you gotta go off them things there. You know, whether you can use them or not, you gotta have the heart to use them and the heart to win. You know, everybody ain't built like bulldogs. These little young boys, they acting tough. They walking around like I told brothers, man. You know, the feminine stage, the feminine era, man. Your boys ain't tough enough to walk around with a black eye and get money on the same block and nobody lost their life. But you put that work in. Yeah, put that work in different than y'all thinking. I'm talking about with them fists. You didn't run. You maybe got your ass whipped. Brothers got to put that steel down, dog. You know, it ain't no other way. Ain't nothing else to say about it, man. You know, it's to the point where the United States need to be like some of them countries over there with Japan and all them other countries. Take the guns away. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I'm gonna say it like this. We need protection for our household, for our family and stuff. You know, and it'll probably be almost impossible for them to take every gun from people because they'll start hiding them, stashing them, putting them in different places where we can't find them. I mean, where the people can't find them or whatever, you know? So it's like, it's not nonsense because it can happen. Them folk can really put strict laws and stuff in place, but at the same time, it's gonna be a whole lot of shit behind it, you know. But we need a country like that, man, where brothers gotta have other weapons outside of a gun. You know, a brother got a better chance with a knife. You know, you can't just be a coward and stay across the street and hurt me with a knife. You know, unless you're good at throwing it. You know, but you can't do that. You can't hurt somebody innocent with a knife or some type of stick or a brick or something. You know? I don't really, you know, and like I say, man, no matter how much I talk, you know, brothers is gonna look at it like, oh, it's a video, but life goes on. He or she, or no, they not the only person that happened to. It's gonna happen every other day, but it don't have to happen like that every day. It don't have to be that way, man. You know, you don't hear about, you know, you have all, and I'm speaking to my Latino brothers too, my Spanish brothers. Y'all bad with this shit too, man. Y'all bad with the same thing. You know, I'm speaking to my Spanish brothers. Since y'all all over here now, it's 4 people here. That you know we gonna call citizens, or we call it the natives was here from the start. You know, some argue say blacks is here. I'm not here for all that. I'm here to just make, you know, we got the natives, we got the whites, the blacks, and the Spanish brothers, the Mexicans. You know, since y'all coming on over, you gotta take this talk I'm giving you. You know, you're just as bad. You know, we all understand about this dope game and what's going on, and you gotta stay strapped, be protected, somebody to rob you. And like one thing leads to another. Everybody gotta stay strapped at the end of the day. You know, so I know what the game is, but man, at some point you gotta have it in your heart when you want to stop losing, man. When brothers stop hurting brothers, you know, you can really get to the money, man. You know, like I said, my Spanish brothers and my black brothers especially, you know, because we don't go to the white neighborhoods and see this stuff going on in the way it's going on in our neighborhoods, from South Carolina to California. You know, yes, it's white on white crime. Of course it is. But it's not the same type of stuff going on. You don't go a month's time and you have school shootings when it comes to the white brothers. You know, they do the school shootings and stuff like that. We don't get involved with that. You really don't see Mexican and black brothers getting involved with that type of stuff. You know, but at the same time, man, we all gotta do better. You know, we all gotta do better. Put that steel down. It ain't, you know, it look cool, man. Everybody, you know, it make you feel tough. But one of the main reasons I don't like the tote no gun or none of that type of stuff, man, because of the fact, I tell you, it makes you do things you wouldn't normally do. You know, and even if you would normally do it, it makes you think twice. You know, or any slight argument you get in and you got that pistol on you, you know, you want to push the argument to the next level, to the next limit. You don't want to just come to a peaceful agreement about something because you strapped. You know what I'm saying? So you really feel like, oh, I want to take it to whatever level you want to take it to. You know? So that's why I say, man, it's too many brothers and sisters out here. You know, your lives are too valuable. You got too many things to look for in your lives. You know what I'm saying? To be out here with that foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, y'all brothers that run these gangs, you know, number one rule need to be make sure you can take an ass whipping. And that don't, like I said, that don't mean get jumped in. You know, you can put 10 dudes on me. In my mind, I know this is only gonna last a certain period of time. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I know I'm trying to fit in with y'all. Y'all not gonna laugh at me because I got my ass whipped. You know, these brothers need to have enough courage, have enough heart and enough backbone to take ass whipping and have a brother joke at you because you took that ass whipping. Man, you got your ass whipped, man. Nah, when I tell you that, you want to go take out my man. Oh yeah, I got my ass whipped. We gonna see. They might try to take me out and my man. You know, y'all boys are too sensitive, man. You know, and not tough enough. Y'all not cowboys. This modern day era, brothers, y'all not cowboys. I don't know what you is, because cowboys are tough. Y'all boys not tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all is. I come from the era where they had pretty boys. You know what I'm saying? Your pretty boys, tough boys, all that shit. You know, it just, and brothers make it, they try to say, oh, like I say, I told y'all brothers I'm gonna have a lot of hate when it comes to that book and all other kind of stuff, but we about to get into that talk, like I said. You know, brothers, I'm starting to feel like a lot of brothers get mad because a lot of these young brothers, if they really knew how soft y'all was, you know what I'm saying? How pussy a lot of y'all brothers who running these brothers, who the head of these sets, but you won't do none of the shit you telling these brothers to go out here and do. You know, a lot of these young brothers will realize this stuff eventually, man. You know? And like I said, it ain't no amount of money that can Bring that little boy back from Jacksonville, Florida. Oh yeah, you give me $1 million settlement for this or that, or wrongful death situation. Oh yeah, I got this money to do this. None of that stuff bring your family member and the love back that you have for that person. Money, like I told you before, money can't correct everything. It may make you feel better because you feel like, oh, you gave me a lump sum because a tragedy happened to me, and you paid on your end, makes you feel better. It don't make the person that getting the money feel better. You know, and them not the only two people, children that lost their lives. This shit happens every day. If not, I wouldn't be speaking about it. This shit happens every other day, man. Dumb stuff. They ain't gotta be 5 and 7. They can be 11, 12, 13. Children, man, babies. You know, man, I don't know what to say, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no leadership. Y'all brothers claiming you leaders out here, man, but you leading these brothers out, these little young boys in the wrong way, man. You know, you lead them in the wrong way. You know, if these boys hitters, if you feel like they really hitters and you really getting money, bring them boys in on your squad. Put them burners down, fam. We about to get to the bread. Put them burners down. If needed, if it's necessary, we'll bring them out. We ain't bringing them out. Put them things down. We get to the money, man. If you really get to the money and you conducting yourself in the right way and handling yourself like an OG, even if you're a young G, respectfully, you don't got to worry about all that shit. You know, brothers gonna respect your gangster from city to city, from hood to hood, man. You can't get a couple dollars and start shitting on people. Then you're going to be stuck in your hood and you can't go nowhere else. You know, you got to treat everybody right and you got to play the game right out here, man. And the thing is, you know, a lot of things, man, brothers, like, for chains and stuff, jury is not, and I can, I'm speaking, I can speak till my throat get dry. It ain't gonna stop. Jury and none of that stuff, man, is important enough to lose your life about. Neither is it important enough to take somebody's life about, man. Okay, let me come out here. I'm gonna rob somebody for some jury. I got the jury. Boom, boom, boom. Took that man's life, right? I got the chain. It's sparkling and all that. But now I get to the club. I'm rocking the chain. I'm chilling. I get in the whole fight that ain't got nothing to do with this brother over here. Whole fight because I'm in the street stuff, so something just jumped off. I got in the whole fight, now my chain get popped off my neck. Another brother over here got it now. Shit that happened. Now if I would went and paid for that, there ain't no big deal. Now it really ain't a big deal because I ain't paid for it at all. But when you sit back and think about it, how fucked up that is, you took a man's life for a chain, then you went in the club and somebody took it from you just off the humbug off a fight. Now you don't got the chain no more. This man lost his life. And you just sitting around looking like a jackass. Waiting to do something else to somebody else. You know? Man, listen here, man. I say it all the time. Big shout out to TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all them platforms that brothers getting paid off of. I say that to say this. Yeah, I tell y'all, and you get mad. Them TikTokers, them YouTubers, them Instagrammers, them Facebookers, listen here, Twitter, they got the dope boys can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? The dope boys can't keep up, man. Dope boy money. You know, you got to be really doing it to be even mentioned in the conversation with a person that's doing it on these platforms. And that give these young brothers a different incentive to look at. Maybe I can go be a YouTuber instead of trying to be a gangbanger. This YouTube over here making money and he ain't putting himself in risk. This Facebook or this Instagram grandma getting money and they ain't putting themselves at risk. Maybe I need to do that. Big salute to them platforms and these brothers that's caking on these platforms. You know? Making them dope boys jealous. making them want to go legitimate. Everybody need to go legitimate. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, man. You don't want to work with somebody? Start your own shit up. Make no difference what it is. You know? See, this the thing. That mentality that brothers had when Trump gave out all that money, when Trump gave out all that money, everybody wanted to start a business. Everybody did start a business. We got to have that mentality all the time. But we gonna get back into this talk, or this conversation in a few minutes. Let's get into another news article. Now, 500 years, my brothers, my sisters, y'all come in if you haven't been watching yet. Check this out, right? You know, brother from Georgia. I got to give you the video as well because we always do our compare and contrasting. This article we got here, what we got is a brother from Georgia that got 500 years for 100 and some dogs that they say he was involved with a dog fighting ring. You know, and they got the dogs from his house scratched up with heavy chains or whatever. All right. A lot of people that know that brother says he's not a dog fighter. He's just a brother who collects pit bulls. Things happen. Maybe he did fight them. I don't know. But anyway, he got 500 years for dogs. Now, I'm going to give you that video, but I'm going to give you that video second. The first video I'm going to give you is a brother upstate. You know, I want to say it's in Minneapolis or somewhere like that. I want to say, I could be wrong. Brother got 300 and some years for taking out 6 of his family members. You tell me where this makes sense at in the United States. You tell me where it got to be something bigger going on with that situation in Georgia. Let's look at this article. You know, this just happened. Brother got sentenced to 300 and some years for 6 bodies. He took out 6 of his family members. You know, he was caught with the murder weapon. You know, I was going to say maybe somebody came and did it and he got blamed for it. You know, and you know, we always innocent until proven guilty. But he got caught with a murder weapon. And his 15-year-old brother testified against him. He lived. Or he wasn't one of the ones who got hit or something, you know, but he testified against him. So you got your own family member and you caught with the murder weapon and you get 300 and some years. I would say that's appropriate. That's appropriate, I would say, right? But how can you say that's appropriate for taking 6 humans' lives when a brother over here with some scratched up dogs on heavy chains got 500 years? You know, it don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. And I mean, even law officials are going to say the same thing. It don't make sense, man. I'll be able to do this all year long. Brothers gonna get convicted for murders. Brothers gonna get convicted for all kind of stuff all year long, and none of them gonna be 500 years. None of them. What kind of beef did the state, did that city of, what city the brother was in Georgia? I forgot the city he was in. I'm gonna say that. I'm thinking of it in a minute. What kind of beef that city got with that brother? Yo, you know how news reporters, they find out what's going on when these big busts happen? It's no way in hell that some type of group, activist group, some type of group that help people that go to jail for the wrong things and wrongfully convicted, there's no way in hell they ain't caught winning that case yet. You know, I'm a big fighter against animal cruelty. We will not support dog fighting. We will not support animal cruelty, no none of that. But we ain't gonna support no bullshit either. You know, I tell you. Now, I told brothers from the UK, and I tell brothers from Africa, everywhere. In America, they care more about these canines than they do my human brothers and sisters. Prime example, 500 years, 360 something, I want to say. 6 bodies, 50 something years apiece. And like I said, that sounds like an appropriate sentence. 6 bodies, that's death penalty. Your family members, that's death penalty. Make examples. The next brother don't mind. Next young brother, he don't mind getting 600 years. He'll be in jail, he'll be all right. Make examples out of these motherfuckers. But not just them motherfuckers, all the motherfuckers. It got to stop, man. You know, and when it comes to rapping, you got these rappers that tell y'all brothers and sisters all the time. The rap companies, they're not gonna give you no record deal for rapping. Alright. They want you to rap about hurting somebody. They want you to rap about black on black crime. They want you to rap about drug dealing. They want you to rap about that type of stuff. You know, not even necessarily drug dealing. Today's time, you will not get a record deal unless you got your own money to do your own, bring your own company up and selling your own stuff and doing your own thing and making them give you some bread. Other than that, they want you to be doing drill music. You know, why would a parent encourage their child in modern day time to be a drill rapper? You only see one thing that happens to drill rappers. Why would you encourage your child to do something that you know is going to be not going to be a good ending on? It don't matter because you get a couple million. You know, it all leads to a bad ending. Why would you even encourage that, period? Oh, yeah, he got a record deal, but guess what? The record company, all they want to do is put insurance on them. The record companies ain't gonna stop y'all brothers from doing nothing. Put insurance on them and let them get famous. Let them get his little music pumping and let it get hot. We want you to go out there and start something. We're gonna bail you out of jail. We're gonna make sure you that gangster you wanna be until you gonna meet somebody that just as much as gangster as you is, and now they gonna collect that insurance money off the whole situation. Your record's selling more than they ever sold before, but you ain't here to be happy about the progress. You know, man, I just don't see nothing cool about it, man. You know, in my era, it was about getting money, man. You know, all the eras change. You know what I'm saying? It was gangs in other places when I was younger, you know, in other states and different places. It was gangs and stuff. Always been gangs and stuff for brothers my age, you know, in California and stuff like that. You know. But when I say put that steel down, man, it's put that steel down. Get your knuckle game up, man. You know what I'm saying? You get more respect at the end of the day, man, when you put that knuckle game to play. You know, and it's a whole lot better. You feel better about it. You know, every time one of y'all brothers, young brother or anybody, you go out here, you put that fire on somebody who didn't harm your family, you know, your mother, your children, your wife, you know, or your brother or sister. You know, every time you go out here and do that type of stuff, you know, you're adrenaline pumping, you do it, but then you go to jail and then you wish you didn't do it. Show me one tough guy, you know, that when that adrenaline went down, he didn't say, oh, man, it was another way I could have handled that situation. You know, even with me, I'm not perfect. Like I said, I got to learn to control my emotions. I can do the same things like y'all brothers. You know how if I keep that thing on me, you know what I'm saying, and then I get angry about something, I can get just like that. So the smart thing to know, if I know I'm gonna get like that, don't keep it on you. Don't keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta think to win, man. Don't put yourself in a situation to lose. In this situation, we ain't talking about losing a dollar or two. We talking about losing your life. You know, we got to stop glorifying going to prison, man. You know, brothers glorify this stuff. Now, I will say, you know, like I told y'all brothers, the haters going to start coming out the woodworks. Boo Woods. You know, Boo Woods. Man, it's been about 3 years since you even came on my channel. I pay attention to stuff, dog. You know, you may be looking at the videos from afar, but it's about 3 years since you comment. Now, all of a sudden, you comment on one of my other videos, making a comment. And what his comment was, he said, this must be a Crime Stopper channel. You're damn right it's a Crime Stopper channel. Keep your black ass from off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of y'all brothers, it seems like you mad because folk telling brothers, these younger brothers, stop being brainwashed by your foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Crime Stoppers. Must be a Crime Stopper channel. What crime have I ever stopped? Besides a brother that might be out there about to make the wrong move. What crime have I stopped? You know, ignorance, dog. Y'all boys thrive and live off ignorance and wanna be shit. Facebook make you feel tough. This make you feel tough. Like I said, my platform always open for any of y'all suckers to come up here and talk. Don't talk behind. Don't talk. Show your damn face when you're talking. You know, y'all boys don't be having no heart, man. This is a Crime Stoppers channel. You damn right it's a Crime Stopper channel. And that should mean you shouldn't be on it. So why you on a Crime Stopper channel? You know, get your dog game the fuck up and stop all that nonsense talking you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. That's all you got to do, homie. Get your dog. Hey, if you want to buy a book, just say you want to buy one. Or if you want to get one, just say you want to get one. You know, if you got another problem, just say you got another problem. Don't make up some shit. But hey, man, it's expected from brothers in the swamps. You know what I'm saying? It's expected with the mentality that some of y'all brothers got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to treat you like you act, man. You act ignorant, I'm going to treat you ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is. You know? It is what it is, man. Y'all, I see why people think them pit bulls stupid. There's a bunch of stupid people with them. Ignorant as they come. Soft as they come. Whoopee cushions. Want to be tough guys. With these pit bull terriers. But hey, man, it just is what it is. You know, like I said, brother got 300 and some years for 6 bodies. Brother got 500 and some years for some dogs and some big chains. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Boo Woods, You know, Crime Stopper channel, dog. You know, it just is what it is. We talk about real shit over here. You know, you want to be part of the program, come over here and rock with me. Stop all that bullshit and hating and trying to beat around the bush. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, man, I just let it be what it's gonna be. You know, a lot of y'all boys, you just flunky made, flunky material. This is all you're gonna be, man. You know, that's why we have so many of these young brothers who don't know how to make the right decisions, take the right paths. You know, because you got flunkies that's a little bit older than them that's out there guiding them in them directions. Everybody want to get up here and talk about the crime that they did when they was in the streets. Nobody want to tell these brothers, no, man, don't do this, don't do that. Yo, how many of y'all think you feel like you ain't cool because you say don't sell drugs? Because I tell you don't sell drugs, you feel like, or you tell somebody don't sell drugs, you feel like that's not cool? Oh man, you gonna be looked down upon because you say don't sell drugs. Wising up, brothers, man. That's all I say, man. You know, I ain't here to talk about drugs. I was here talking about that still. You know, because we losing too many great brothers and sisters across this country, man, across this world. You know, we can't control the world. We can just control what's going on in this country. You know, too many great brothers and sisters, man. They're getting younger and younger by the day. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got to wisen up, man. You know, sisters got to wisen up. Y'all sisters got to wisen up. You got to stop provoking some of these young brothers. Stop calling these brothers when you get in an argument with another brother. Oh, I'm going to call my man. Oh, this and that. Oh, thinking because your man, you know he will do something. You want to use him every single time somebody say something you don't like, man. Stop doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, listen, man. Stop harming and pulling out guns and hurting people because your old lady out here running around with other brothers. That's your old lady problem. You know? And like they say, if you got to hit them, you don't need to be with them. You know, a lot of this stuff, man, it ain't about money. A lot of the stuff that happened with these young brothers and sisters, it ain't about money. And like I said, a lot of times, all the time, money is never more important than a person's life. Money comes, money goes, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, I lost so many friends from the time I got out of high school to now, you know, just like anybody else, from gun violence. You know, we lost a few from accidents here and there. You know, we lost a few from natural causes here and there. But if it wasn't for the gun violence, man, just imagine all the friends that you would still have right now if it wasn't for gun violence. You know, and sometimes, man, we may feel like I said, when we're young, we make decisions. We make irrational decisions that really ain't right, you know, but you got to have older people around you that coach you in the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all young brothers, man, I ain't even, you know, I could talk to y'all, but it ain't no use to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to start working on the next generation that's coming up here. These smaller brothers, this 5 and 6 year old brothers and sisters, man. Because these brothers that out here that are 20 years old, 19 years old, you know, they already set in their ways. You know, they going to have to learn the hard way. A lot of them going to have to learn the hard way and understand when them folks say it ain't these streets don't lead up but 2 places, the graveyard or jail. You know what I'm saying? Only the golden apples, only the golden gooses make it out unscathed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Unscathed. He ain't go to prison either, got hurt or nothing. Only the chosen few, very few. Big salute, big shout out to Dark Society, man. You know, I was doing that, you know, handling that Dark Society. I'm going to tell you the honest truth, big dog. You know, I'm going to tell you what happened to me today. You know, when I'm looking for that, what me and you was talking about, and I'm doing certain things, I'm strolling back to all my old videos, and I'm even looking online on Google, checking things because I'm trying to type in titles or something, and maybe it'll pop up the videos I'm looking for. So as I'm doing this, I'm seeing all these old videos from different times when brothers was saying things about me, and it was kind of pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? I'm strolling, looking for the videos for you, strolling, and all I see, this dude here talking shit about me. He's saying something about me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you know, I can't worry about what the next person do. Big dark society, man. I'm just gonna do how say I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, appreciate you for supporting the channel from day one, man. You know what I'm saying? You came on supporting the channel. I don't knock you for taking a different route whenever you did take a route, because you was on my show like every other weekend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, things happen, man. And like I said, big salute to you, brother. Hey, bulldog gonna be a bulldog, man. Bulldog gonna be a bulldog. But at the end of the day, we not gonna be able to be bulldoggers, brothers, if we keep losing our young people out here. You know, like these brothers, this is their rap videos these days. This is a typical rap video. It don't gotta be creative. All they gotta do is be a bunch of hoodlum looking folk, you know what I'm saying, with guns hanging out. You know, that's all the rap video is now. There's nothing creative about it. You know, and like I said, man, brothers don't got the wisdom. Like, you making millions of dollars and you still doing dumb shit in the hood. You know, brothers need to, you know, all the way around, everybody. You know, each one teach one. Teach these brothers, you know, hey, man, first mistake you making is, why is you still involved with stuff? You know, you got enough money to help people around you. Take people around you out of situations. Don't just give somebody some money to go flip a damn package. Give that man some money to start a business and tell him how to start it. And y'all work on it together, however. You know, but it just is what it is, man. Brothers just gotta open their eyes. That's all I'm saying with the whole situation, man. At some point, brothers gotta feel the way I feel. Like, how many people you gonna lose? I mean, we all here to die. You know, we all gonna die one day. That's, you know, one of the only things that's a fact in life. But you don't gotta rush it, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look back on it, man, I look back and I say, man, I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Man, the Lord was really with me. That's how I know I got a reason to be here. You know, Lord was really with me, man. And a whole lot more brothers out there. The Lord was with you. You wasn't fast. You wasn't ducking that fast, or you wasn't hiding that good. The Lord was with you that day or that night, in that car, around that corner. For a reason, though, dog. That's why, like, we have such a big issue with bullying in schools and stuff these days. You know, we are making the kids soft. You know, one thing about it, I do not condone any child being bullied. If you're being bullied, you go tell the principal or your mama or somebody, and I hope they get in trouble. You know, but kids are getting too soft, and that same softness trickles down into the streets. You know, back then we had 1 day of suspension, 3 days suspension, 5 days suspension. You can miss 10 days the whole year. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, you got your fight on. And this didn't matter because you was from the hood. I know white brothers who got a fight on amongst the black brothers. It ain't matter who you was. If you dealt with them wrong or did them wrong, it was gonna be a fight. So now that I'm willing to fight back, my mind is not even come to school. My mind is not even on come to school and hurt everybody with an assault rifle. My mind is not on that because my mind is on I'm coming to school tomorrow and I'm gonna kick his ass in front of old girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick his ass. You know, my mind is on that type of shit. None of that's right. None of that's right. But at the end of the day, you're making these kids too soft. We took the paddlings out of school, right? And I agree, a lot of teachers shouldn't be hitting our students because we know what it is. You know, they're not right and they shouldn't be hitting the kids. I can agree with that. But at the same time, it was never right. And they should have never been hitting the kids. The teachers then ain't no different than it is now when it comes to doing what teaching children and coming to school and stuff like that. No different. You know, shit, man, listen here. Look at it. Pay attention. When the paddlings left out of school, the softer the kids got. Man, listen here. That paddling helped some of that stuff that I told y'all about at the early part of this video. Being able to take an ass whipping and keep on ticking. You see, because you may got that paddling in front of your friends. And it may drop a tear from your eye. Baka, baka. Oh, now your friends, man, boy, you got your friends over there picking at you. So you learn to get picked at. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't cool, but I mean, you tolerated it because you know what it was. You know, I mean, if it got to the point, you know, you had, when it come to bullying back in our days, you know, you may have one or two tough guys who maybe thought they was tough throughout the school, you know. But, you know, it was a different kind of situation. And I will say this, maybe some of the kids wasn't reporting it back then. And it was getting bullied by certain people and they wasn't reporting it. So, you know, we can't say it didn't happen, you know, but I just feel like the kids are getting softer. You know what I'm saying? The sports, the parents, you're crying when your kid get a little bruise on his elbow and his scratch up his knees and shit. He crying and all that. Man, listen, man, we used to walk home with our pads on, playing football when we get home, play football in the rec, and then come home with the pads. And wear you don't wear them every day. You wear them when you're out there playing with other people with pads on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the only one out there with them on. But hey, man, that was part of being tough. You know, we used to have a little game called K the Man. I can't say the word because of the video. K the Man, we used to call it. My partner, I forgot what they say they called it. Throw the football up. You got a crowd of 20 people. Throw the football up. Whoever grab the ball, break off running. The whole crowd chasing after him. K the Man. You know what I'm saying? The whole crowd chasing after him. You trying to score a touchdown. If you can't, you throw the ball up in the air or you drop it or whatever you want to do with it. The ball, whoever get it next, do the same thing. You know, we looked at it like games, but at the end of the day, it was making brothers tough. Tackle on the sideline. Making brothers tough. Touching the road, tackle on the grass. You're not some soft-ass, sucker-ass, nappy-head-ass junkie that can't take getting an ass whipping, that can't think straight, that getting out here, don't even know, like I said before, brothers can't comprehend a paragraph when they read it, but yet you walk around with a switch and a semi-automatic or automatic weapon in your hand. Brother can't pass the damn driver license test, but you walk around with a switch in your hand. Oh no, driver license on road. He can't pass the permit test, but he walk around with a switch. All right. We'll wake up 20 years later, 100,000 bodies later. You know, 1 million bodies later after half generations and generations of children and folk that gone for no reason? Look at King Von. He would have been right here today if he would have got out of his car and went over there trying to be a tough guy. You know, if they wouldn't have had them cameras, then we wouldn't have said what we seen going on. But we seen what was going on. And we know that the dude didn't step to Von out there that night. He didn't do anything to Von. He got out and stepped to him. Want to live that life. Oh, you can say, oh yeah, he was bothered. Listen, where he at now? That's the whole point of the story. You want to be that gangster that's telling the story, not the gangster that's the story being told about. These days, I don't know who telling y'all what gangster is, but these days, gangster is the brothers that's working. Gangsters is the brothers that's busting their ass 9 to 5s. Gangsters is the brothers that's going to jobs not wanting to go there. Gangster is brothers that's taking care of their family, doing whatever they gotta do. Gangsters is brothers that's going to college. Gangsters is brothers that's going to extended years of college. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters is brothers that go down and come back and make total opposite changes. You know what I'm saying? Go to the pen, make a mistake, go to the pen, come back, and never look back again. That's gangster. That other shit y'all doing, that ain't gangster, man. Oh, man, listen, you know what genocide is? That's all it is, fam. Genocide. You know, I can imagine, man, and you know, I'm gonna take it right here for a minute. I would imagine what the brothers that work hard for us to get to where we at now today, I would imagine what they would think if they was living right now in 2025 on how things is being handled in the United States. You know, brothers and sisters of all colors. So I got a book called Nation of Tears I wrote about. It's because brothers and sisters of all colors died in this country for us as black people to be treated fairly, to have the right as everybody else. Just to turn around and now we got a murder season going on for the last 20 years. Particularly the last 10. You know, you see, everybody, what we got to have in these states, and maybe not all of them, because Texas, you know how Texas get. Brothers, these states got to get laws like New York. You see, in the 80s, New York was one of the worst places when it came to crime and stuff. The mayors came in. I ain't sure which one. I ain't sure if it's Giuliani or who it was. But they came in, and I'm not speaking good about them. I'm speaking about how I know how things changed from the 80s to the late 90s. You know, it was a whole different vibe in New York in the late 90s compared to the 80s. Coming from the South, going up there. You know, when they say they take guns away, and brothers in New York can't have guns, yeah, we all know they got guns. But when they got strict gun laws in New York, they're going to have them strict gun laws everywhere, man. I want to send a big shout out to my man Peter, Richard Rico, Samurai, my man Lucian, E. Miller, and Theo, my man Theo holding it down. And I appreciate y'all, man, for supporting the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoy the book when you get it. You know, and I appreciate everybody, you know, that shot with me already for the book. You know what I'm saying? The Pitbull Encyclopedia, man. Get your copy. A brother asked me what was inside. Man, you got to buy a copy to see what's inside. But I tell brothers all the time and sisters all the time since I started advertising it. It's something here for all dog lovers. It's something here that you can use for your program. You know, even if you feel like you may know it all, it's just something you make and use. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, like I said, a lot of the stuff that we got from the dogs are from the 60s, 70s, and the 80s when it comes to these pit bulls, the information, and we need new stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just the pit bull encyclopedia. Other brothers with dog literature and stuff too, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody gotta eat out here, man. You know, and if brothers wouldn't hating so much, everybody can eat. You know? But I appreciate all the brothers and sisters, man. And like I said, for all dog lovers, you know, but you just gotta, it's for all dog lovers, but you just gotta deal with the pit bull being on the cover. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta deal with the pit bull stuff on the inside. You know, but it's still a boatload of information for any dog lover. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I know to do is go forward, man. All I know is go forward and with forward motion with my brothers out here. You know? Big salute to Big A, man. Big salute to Big A. Big salute to my man Pipewater. You know, hey, it is what it is. PBK9s, man. Y'all stay legal out there. Y'all stay safe out there, man. And remember, we don't condone anything illegal when it comes to them dogs. But I had to speak about the put the steel down and stuff like that tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? We can never say it enough, man. You know, we gotta stop the violence. You know, and it just is what it is, man. Y'all have a good night. PBK9s, and I'm out.